Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Your boy's back. Y'all like the Jimi Hendrix shirt? Because I love the joint. Thumbs up for the Jimi Hendrix shirt. But anyway, I got a topic I want to talk to you guys about, and I've actually wanted to talk about this for a while now. I mean, especially because America has become more socially conscious, more socially aware, more tolerant, and more open-minded, if you would. And especially since gay marriage became legalized last year, and especially in this one, you can't really stress enough because the whole Black Lives Matter movement has been going on for the past couple of years, and still continuously it shows no real progress because unarmed black men are still getting shot and killed where they stand. But anyway, what really sparked my interest in wanting to talk about this was this picture I saw on Facebook right here. It's a template of two men. Well, a man in a who's draped in the a template of a man in who's draped in the a rainbow, which is a symbol for homosexuality. Sparta kicking the hell out of the a man who's draped in a template of a man who's draped in the Confederate flag. And the Confederate flag is a symbol for the South people, but it's widely considered to be a symbol for racism. But yeah. Anyway, I want to know in you guys' humble opinion, is being homophobic just as bad as being a racist? I mean, like, can you really compare in America? Can you compare the gay struggle to the black struggle? And the elephant in the room, this is what I really want to talk about. Like, is the F word to gay people just as bad as the N word is to black people? Now, before I go any further, I just want a disclaimer. One, I don't care what you do or who you do it with. Just be safe. Be safe. Protect yourself, and furthermore, be secure in who you are. Don't hide who you are, because that's pretty much the problem anyway. Because at first people were scared to come out of the closet. Now people become more accepting of it and everything. Second of all, I'm in no way, shape, or form prejudiced, bigoted, racist, or homophobic. None of that. I mean, I'm completely aware and I'm completely tolerant because, I mean, I wouldn't want anybody, regardless of how you feel regardless of what your race, age, gender, or sexual preference is, you don't want anybody to treat you any different than everybody else just because you might have a different skin tone and because you got a different sexual preference than them, do you? But, yeah. Oh, yeah, and for anybody who cares, I mean, this is just a little side note here, but for anybody who really gives a shit about my sexuality, no, I'm not gay. But anyway, but yeah, can you really compare the F word to the N word? Like I said, can you compare the black struggle to the gay struggle? Yes and no. I mean, and I'll go into some specifics why. I mean, first of all, as far as the F word and the N word, I don't think that anybody should be using those words, period. I mean, at least to put somebody down. Like, I don't use the N word unless I'm around my friends or I'm around my family. I'll give them, dap them up, greet them like, hey, what's up, my nigga? Or if I'm joking around my friends, I'll be like, nigga, please, I'll be like that. But like, it'd be kind of weird to see two gay dudes dap each other up, be like, hey, what's up, queer? Hey, what's up, homo? Like, can y'all imagine how weird that shit would be? But yeah, all jokes aside, like, I don't really think either of those words should be used to put somebody down or to mean somebody. But some people say that the N word the F word is not as bad because it hasn't really been around as long. I mean, I guess, no slur, no matter how old it is, it's right to use it. But I mean, the F word has been around for what? 50, 60 years? Probably, yeah, 60 years tops. The N word has been around for at least 400 years. But yeah, I mean, you can go back and forth on that. But like I said, I don't think nobody should really be using any of those words, to put somebody down or to make them feel bad. I mean, because let's be real. If you call a male of any sexual preference, whether he's gay, straight, bisexual or not, if you call a man of any sexual preference a faggot, that's grounds for an ass whooping. He's ready to whoop your ass on sight. And y'all be thinking that gay dudes can't fight, but I seen gay dudes whoop straight niggas' asses all day. And there I go using that N word again. But like I said, I don't use it to offend people. I use it just as a term of endearment. But second thing, there have been cases where you will see. There's been plenty of cases, nonstop, where a black person or somebody of a color, there's a colored person who didn't get hired a job just because they're colored. And there's been some instances where a gay person didn't get hired because they're gay, which is also wrong too. But like I said, this is, I mean, I guess this is kind of where the comparison stops. I mean, because there have been, like I said, this is also where the similarities are. Because there have been black people lynched for being black, and there have been gay people lynched for being gay. But, I mean, I guess you can't really tell a gay person, you know, unless you actually go up to them and talk to them, and sometimes still you can't, because, hell, shoot, I've, you know, worked with some gay people, you know, and, you know, at my job and stuff like that, and for the most part, they're pretty cool, because, I mean, hell, in real life, I got 3 gay friends. Well, one of them is a femme lesbian, one of them is a stud lesbian, and the other one is a gay guy. And like I said, I've known them for over 5 years, and for the most part, they're pretty cool. Like, they're, you know, if I get to know you, your sexual preference is the last thing that I'm worried about. I'm worried about if you're a cool person. But on a side note, I don't really think that a gay person has ever been pulled over by a police officer for being gay. Now, I could be wrong. I could entirely be wrong. But yeah, that's something that I've never seen in my life. And also, here's where it gets a little bit tricky for me, because, like I said, forgive my opinion for this. I mean, like, a lot of y'all might not agree with this, but I gotta say it anyway, because when it comes to, I mean, yes, there is prejudice among people who, you know, like the same sex, but I don't think that homophobic should be the term that's used. I think it should be a completely different term that's used, because, alright, let's break down the root words. Homophobia, or homophobic. Homophobic. Homo meaning same or self. Phobic, phobos, it means fear. Fear of self means hatred towards gay people. Like I said, that's kind of why I don't think it should really be used. But then again, I kind of see why, because a lot of people fear or are scared of what they don't understand. And hell, there's a lot of guys who are straight, who are afraid that they might be, you know, they might turn out gay, or that their son or something might be a homosexual. And that's the thing, like, if you guys pay attention to Chris Rock comedy special, whoever you hate the most will end up in your family. You don't like gays? Guess what? You're going to have a gay son. You don't like niggas? Guess what? Guess what your daughter's going to bring home? All you racist white rednecks who live in the South. And, but yeah, that's pretty much the thing. Is, like, can you really compare the two? Like, there's a lot of similarities, you know, between homophobia, like I said, which I think there should be a different word for it, and racism. Because you can't help how you were born. Nobody can help that. I mean, like I said, and this is the tough thing, and I'm going to leave you guys on this note. I think that's kind of why America likes to preach about how free we are, and we like to preach about equality. But the thing is, it's like, you know, we will never 100% be equal, because it's too many double standards. And like I said, that's the reason why I saw the argument in comments, and that's the reason why I sparked my interest in making this topic. Because there's always going to be a group of people who doesn't agree with another group of people, and why they're right and they're wrong. And, like, you know, there's like, well, why is it okay for a black person to say the N-word, but it ain't okay for a white person to say it, or they're racist? Why is it okay for a gay person to say this, but it's not okay for a straight person? Why is it okay? See, that's why we'll never be equal, because it's too many double standards. It's too many, you know, some people get the benefit of the doubt and the other ones don't. It's always going to be okay for this person to say this, but it's not going to be okay for that person to say that. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think. And in you guys' honest opinion, can you, in America with the state it's in right now, can you compare homophobia to racism? Anyway, I'm out, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.